Use your oven to warm the moulds prior to casting with them. Use temperatures of 110 to 120 degrees Celsius and make sure the mould halves are separated to let moisture evaporate. 15 to 20 minutes should suffice to make sure your moulds are nice and dry. Take care when handling hot moulds. Here we are adding 2 half bars of 5-star pewter into the pot. Adding new metal will cool the metal in the solder pot, so you must wait for it to reheat. Turn the knob on the solder melting pot all the way to the right to melt the metal. Then turn it down to 5 to keep the temperature constant. Take a small pinch of flux powder and sprinkle it over the metal dross, and you can see how it reacts. Do this in a ventilated area to remove fumes. Stir the metal a little bit and you can see that the dross is reducing as the flux is converting the dross back into usable metal again. You can do it as many times as you like. Place our wooden metal testing stick into the metal for about 5 seconds and light smoke should arise when removed. If the smoke is too much, reduce the temperature a little. Coat both sides of the rubber moulds with our release agent to allow air to escape. Apply evenly, but not too excessively, as it can hinder the flow of metal. Give the moulds a few gentle claps together to shake off any excess powder. Assemble both sides of the mould. Then add the support boards with the rough side against the mould surface. Add your first set of clamps between 1/4 to 1/3 the way up the mould. Do not clamp the center. Then add the second set of clamps to secure the top, keeping them about 1/3 of the way down. Our clamps are flexible enough to allow air to escape while still preventing most metal leakage. Keep the ladle in the pot to keep it the same temperature as the metal. Scoop clean metal with as little dross as possible. Then quickly take it over and place it on top of the mould, and when pouring, tap the mould gently with a spare metal bar or other solid item. This improves the metal flow by breaking up the metal into small quantities to fill the smaller details. Then, after doing one hole, go back and scoop more metal and repeat the process for the second hole. Do not try to do this all at once. Please do not touch any spilt metal with your fingers, as 5-star metal is much hotter than model metal and may hurt you if you pick them up before they cooled. Never use water to cool metal. Leave for at least 10 minutes. When disassembling the mould, do it slowly and do not touch the metal, as it can still be hot. Put the pressure on the clamp to open it to take it off. Do not simply pull the clamp off, as you don't know what may happen. Hold the moulds together until all clamps are removed. When opening the mould, make sure you do not touch the metal. Remove the support boards first and gently prise apart both sides, taking care not to tear the rubber. Here is the finished casting. There is a little flash near the head which is normal. It will come off with your fingers or with a model knife. As you can see, it came out with sharp details. Not quite as sharp as it would with model metal. You can polish this lead-free metal, as it will give a lovely shine, or just paint the figures, which offers many hours of enjoyment. To remove castings from the rubber, flex the mould and gently pop out each figure. The queen needs a bit more effort this time. The moulds are durable, so they can take a little bit of banging without damaging them. When cutting ingates off pewter figures, do not try to cut the whole ingate off in one go, as you may break the steel snipper. Instead, cut it off in small increments, bit by bit. It may take longer, but it is safer. It may be better to leave the figures cool so that you can comfortably hold the figure to remove any flash. Just peel it off and you are done. I hope you found this useful. You can find out more at www.princeaugust.ie.